Hello, my free and powerful friend. Welcome back to Mental Health School, where we rewire, rebuild, and recondition our beliefs so that we're active, happy participants in our lives and creators of our destiny. In our previous classes, we have been going deep with law of vibration and law of attraction, and today I want to introduce a new universal law that helps you stay in a positive vibration. This law is called the law of polarity. I actually just had a conversation with a client today about the law of polarity and how it helps us see things in a positive way and define our life circumstances in optimistic, positive ways so that we can get the most out of our time here, our short, beautiful lives. The law of polarity decrees that everything that exists is neutral. But within every neutral thing, there are equal opposites. Think of the symbol yin and yang. There are opposite ends of white and black, polar opposites within one shape that create equality, that create neutrality. The law of polarity can be applied to circumstances and life events so that you ensure you're looking at the bright, light portion of the experience versus the dark, heavy aspect of an experience. We can really zoom out and understand the law of polarity applied to different modern things that we're all really super familiar with. If you think of social media, for instance, there are equal opposite benefits and drawbacks. As amazing as social media has been at connecting us, helping us stay educated, it has equal opposite drawbacks. Impact on our mental health, our lack of real life connection, the spread of gossip or news that might be false. As powerful as social media is also as detrimental as social media is, which means they cancel out each other. So social media really just is whichever end of the spectrum you choose to define it as. Your choice of definition will create your experience on social media. Let's put this into a relationship aspect. Your partner, or maybe your best friend, or your sibling, or your child have equal opposite traits within themselves. Their talents and their gifts, all of the things that they bring to our life, they have equal opposite. Setbacks, drawbacks, things that really irk us sometimes. We have to choose to see the light, happy parts of them. You can choose, most often subconsciously, to focus on the drawbacks of a person, the worst aspects of them. And when you focus on that, you actually take on ideas that cause your body to vibrate negatively. Your entire experience with that person now reflects which parts of them you are focused on. If you are staring at their drawbacks, your experience will be negative. If you are looking at the positive aspects, considering all of the good things that they do for you in your life, how happy they make you, then you'll have a completely different experience. You'll be vibrating with gratitude and love. So it's up to you to start to see where in your life have you been focusing on the black part of the yin and yang? Where in your life have you only been giving energy to the drawbacks of a scenario. I'm going to expand this into an even broader subject with life experiences that seem on surface level unfair, tragic. The law of polarity has changed my life. When I started to look at my history and see how I was focusing on the heaviness of the loss of my brother, my mother's addiction, my father's motorcycle accident. And that all seems legit. That all seems real. Some might question, how could I not focus on that? But if that is all that I think and that's all that I've made those experiences mean about me and my life, then that will be the experience I have for the rest of my life. I can choose to see my victimhood and the tragedy, and that will be my experience. Or I can train my brain to look for the gratitude of our time together. What did I learn? What gifts did I forge into my soul and my character because of those experiences? What friendships and relationships did I cultivate because I missed my brother, or I needed a mom, or the grief process that my dad led me through? What relationships did I gain? When I truly think about it and I possess an open mind looking for good in something that seems to be completely void of good, I can actually find it. Seek and you shall find. The law of polarity freed me from my poor focus and definitions of my tragic circumstances and turned them into objective life experiences where now I've trained my brain to see the positives. And today, our activity is going to be focused on affirmations that will help you train your brain in no matter the circumstance. You will look for the good. Come back to this recording, come back to this session, and repeat these affirmations as you notice that you start to perceive experiences differently. Your reality shifts as you focus on the positive, polar opposite qualities of the drawbacks you have been obsessing over. Let's begin our affirmation exercise. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. As you repeat after me, see yourself living this way on the screen of your mind. Remember that the affirmations aren't just words, they are pictures and feelings. And the key is to allow yourself to feel as if these are already true for you now. I am so happy and grateful now that I look for the good. I am so happy and grateful now that I define my experiences positively. I am so happy and grateful now that I recognize when I'm focusing on the darkness. I am so happy and grateful now that I've trained my brain to shift and focus on the light. I'm so happy and grateful now that I fully understand how anything that I give energy to grows. I am so happy and grateful now that I only feed energy to the light. I am so happy and grateful now that I look for the best qualities in the people I love. I am so happy and grateful now that I look for the best qualities even in the people that are annoying me. I am so happy and grateful now that I understand that the world is a safe place. I am so happy and grateful now that I fully understand the universe has my back. I am so happy and grateful now that I realize I can simply choose to look at the bright side. I am so happy and grateful to call myself a positive person. I am so happy and grateful now that I expect wonderful things to happen to me every day. I am so happy and grateful now that I look at the best qualities within myself. I am so happy and grateful now that I only see my progress, not my setbacks. I am so happy and grateful now that I intentionally starve the darkness and feed the light. I am so happy and grateful now that I let myself feel patient when something feels unfair. I am so happy and grateful now that anything that feels unfair turns out to be a blessing when I'm patient. I am so happy and grateful now that I use hindsight to go back and find all of the good things in my life. I am so happy and grateful now that I'm obsessed with all the good things that happen to me every day. I am so happy and grateful now that I've trained my mind to seek the good and I find it. I am so happy and grateful to love myself. I am so happy and grateful to love my life. I am so happy and grateful to be alive. Come back to these affirmations daily. Repetition is the first law of learning, and it's the only way to truly rewire, rebuild, and recondition your beliefs. That is all for today's class. Thank you so much for being a great student here at Mental Health School. We can't wait to see you in the next session.